Forsaken. He's eager to take a name off the list. And there we go. Kang down and out. Winning against the opposites here. Dash play forwards. Mindfreak seeking as well. Hold it down towards a choke point, but taken out. Traded, so 3 for 3. But damage has been done. It's quite significant. Nade. Yeah, that's going to be getting value. Line them up for him. 2 ripped away with Jing and Divide. Oh, they're
simple cleanup. And the first round going quickly for EDG. I'm sure we'll see some variety in pace over their attack side on split. Not a great start for this Chinese team that's been on a blinder of a run so far. 4 players up here in mid on this eco round, and just, oh, someone slipped through into Mail actually, as Divide controls that area.
Decay damage really kicking in the midst of all of that. There's a nade dropped down at the feet of Divine. Mindfreak's got to know that Chichu's cross. That's what he's holding for. Kang. He's making a mockery of the game. An absolute mockery, man.
Well, talk about bad starts. Instantly turned around unless Jing could pick up a 1v4.
Okay. Tactical shooter, very precise.
They can have a lot of fast-paced rounds to them. This one is just bizarre, because Divide didn't even realize that Chishu had got himself into main. And then you get Kang jumping around like...
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
Despite the fact that they've lost round 2 and completely crushed their economy.
So 1-1. Early days in the map.
And this is more what you saw the pace of EDG's attack side looking like against Liquid. Very slow contact plays behind the Viper utility over towards A. And often, actually, with even more people over there. Sometimes 4 or even 5 playing a slow round like that. This one is spread to make sure that they can collect Paper Eggs if they push mid or push B.
Crossover towards Ramp. Good clearance there off the dog. Necessary info. It's forced the dash out of Forsaken. He's worried about a repeat attempt. They're going to be getting even more information. Where's Jing found that one?
That's ludicrous.
Did he just leap into the choke?
Yeah, that's absolutely ludicrous.
Okay, smokes fade. Reals Forsaken's positions. Everybody else now starting to walk to all of those angles. CGRS tries to calm down the Sheriff, but the shot's only one landing.
Neutralize Paper Eggs in that round. Here we're gonna, I mean, this is the play that he makes. He goes for the knife.
Well, he did damage. Yeah. That's 75. Yeah, he did
knife. Rex is able to get the reads early on. It's gonna help them massively on defense. And this is fast again from EDG.
So fast. I mean, the double satchel play with the pull. Enough to take male control. Forsaken takes a fight though. Smoke recalled in his face. Haodong set up for the fight. Wins it. Dog seeing CGRS. The stun did not connect. They were intending to use the nade for that location, but decide against it.
In the midst of all of this, Mindfreak is sneaking out through B main, challenging Haodong.
I mean, he's got the read on this. I mean, Haodong's just jiggle peeking it, expecting there to be the reclearance.
Very well played. This is an adjustment to how Paper X like to play, how aggressive they are on defense. It's not a big, set, double duelist execute on the defensive side like we'd see sometimes on Fracture, but they're just 2 people, one after another, reclearing B main to try and grab that information back for Paper X. And Haodong's ready for it. That's not just the Astra controlling B main as you'd expect, but that's also their IGL, right? That's the player that's going to be working with After to craft the game plans to potentially take down this squad.
Paper X forced to save. Yeah, I mean, absolutely rent-free, isn't it, from Haodong, just being able to spot out those players and understanding the tendencies of Paper X as a team, looking to try and re-clear moments like that when they're a player down. I will say, you know, when I was thinking about the stylistic matchup between these two teams, EDG were getting punished quite a bit by how slow they were playing their split attack side last time around against Liquid, but I think against Paper X will always be trying to take the initiative on the defense side. Yeah. They're going to be handing a lot of those openings to EDG if they decide to play that really slowed down, crawl.
Sloppy. But it certainly did not work on map 1. Like After was saying, they got dragged more into the frantic reactionary play.
Knives online here for Forsaken. Blade Storm. Bit of information gathered there. Skyflash through. Kang seems to lurk his way into mid, just can't quite get the aim. And a rifle under control.
And you do not expect a Sky to be playing in that kind of position. Just a really odd off angle for CGRS to be on. And Kankan was thinking it was completely open. So gets caught there, very unaware.
Dogs exchanged.
And we go back into the same kind of stuff. EDG, they don't like to take early map control on their attack side. It was a very odd game plan they were demonstrating in the game against Liquid, and they're doing it again here.
Off angle for Jing. Smoke in his face. Any Cosmic Divide, double up draft, no heads found. He's still there. Eventually the Cosmic Divide is here. Here's the showstopper. Puts it away. Shot. I don't know what happened there, but Jing does not get value from it when he saw 2 of the targets.
Got to be a missed input or something, right?
Yeah, it's surely. I mean, that's brutal. Should have been winning that fight out. And speaking of such, Main's still locked down. How not taking out Divide. CGRS feeling like he has to make a play in a moment there, pushing forwards to the angle that was being spammed into elbow. Beautiful flash into the corner. Mindfreak hopping away here, contained.
It's so quiet. Extremely contacty approach. But I mean, look at how little map control the attackers start with when you choose this strategy.
Yeah, it's like they've just drawn up lines in terms of where they seek to take the fights from, but nobody's willing to cross it.
We're 25 seconds into the round. They don't have A main, B main, or mid.
It's so passive.
It's very passive, and it works if Paper X are going to peek into you. Maybe Forsaken will give them that. They must have spotted him there.
Wall up, there's a gap towards it. Forsaken, dash to disengage, straight to the wall.
Kankan getting a taste of his own medicine there, running into the operator.
Risky jiggle there from Mindfreak. Triggers out the pull. Repositions actually now towards the backside of B. But again, EDG defaulting into an A hit. Players grouping up. They were doing this all the time against Liquid.
Forsaken's already over here. Feels like he has a read.
Yeah, I mean, with mid pushed up this deep, they have to know that this is going out. Surely, Forsaken pushing forwards to the start at his feet. What time does he take? Dash forwards into the smoke updraft to escape the ire.
But he chooses to go in, not out.
Yep. There is going to be some of that pushback. Viper's Pit in his face. Flash over to the side. Howdong shuts down CGRS and Jing as they seek to enter. Still a shot lands. Dash is back online, but a spray through. Anticipating the re-swing and the re-peek. Divide on the flank now. You have to try and bring down the pit to stand a chance. Might come down. Luck of the draw, but Howdong so consistent. There's Chichu falling. The pit will go down as well. Aim adjusted Divide. 18 bullets. Player weak enough. Howdong, a single shot should do it. Him versus Divide, and Divide on the cusp of greatness. Waiting it out, seeking the recross, yet takes the fight anyway.
Full players in the Pacific run that they've had to collect a trophy in their region.
What the?
Don't ask.
Interesting.
One enemy remains.
What a play towards the end. That really should have been EDG's stopper.
I think Kang might win.
We'll see. They're on opposite sides of the map at the moment here, but
well, Kang
he does get the first.
Yeah, he's winning somewhere, isn't he? Can always count on Kang.
Divide's gone for this push down mid many times so far.
Easily punishable if the timing is incorrect, but Orb starts to go down. B main control. Howdong is close to this left corner. Fight taken here. There's no trade really inside because it's an operator that Forsaken's got. He's worried about the re-swing. Picks out the shorty. Maybe hoping to try and dash up onto the opposition, but it allows Howdong a chance to just escape out of there, and he's holding even further back, close to the corner once more. Gambles incorrectly, the barrel sticking out. I think Howdong knows exactly what to expect, yet still, the shot lands. Kang, he's taking a little walkabout, a casual jaunt into mid.
Again, bizarre from EDG, having gone to play up, but it's 3v3, sorry. And EDG have gone for another exec into A, late round.
So Smoggy's using that smoke to cross into the site device, crosshair placement. That is perfect. Finds the first one, Jing is up in the air, there's no shot, he gets a kill, man.
30 seconds left.
Sailing right through. 25 seconds left, Smoggy, he's seeking a kill to try and turn the tide of it, but it's just...
Punished for the way that they're playing. This walk, okay, so let's start here. Howdong played this situation really nicely, but when Kang walks up mid like that,
operator in his hand. It's critical that he finds an opening. Contact plays the start, recalled. the beginning, all grouped up here. What is there going to be to play for? Cosmic Divide cuts it through. Flash, anti-position gained and noted. Stunned up Forsaken, the updraft, everything expended to get out of line. He's going back in! Through the wall, you've got to be joking me! And the showstopper's there. In exchange for his life, Kang, he will receive one, and the spike has been dropped down in the middle of nowhere. Cosmic Divide on top of it, it's going to split the side up entirely. It's used off the back of it, and Paper X, they have all the advantages here.
I mean, Kang just threw the spike into enemy territory, and now it's going to get pitted.
Yeah, this is essentially a lost round.
What a disaster for EDG.
The only way this gets salvaged is by luck of the draw. Some random spam. Bring down the pit, get a kill. The advantage of the pit is it does allow them to contact it a little bit now and take better timing. Shots fired.
It did land.
Might have to be a 3-2-1 push through into the pit at the same time. Chichu from the high ground. Snake bite at the choke. Pushes back one of the angles, one of the fights. Jing so close to the wall, dropping down, and yep, it is that luck of the draw. The random spam, the spray through. Device still alive though, and that means the pit is up. It's contained a tap onto that spike. Forcing out the positioning, Shorty to bait it out with the swing. Finally, the pit goes down. It's opened this up entirely towards the back of the side. Mindfreak is crispy. Lands that shot, knows what it lasts, but the reposition's there. Smoggy with the dash, and such a wide face.
It punishes immediately. This, by the way, after taking out Forsaken, who went in for just a bit too more. But look at this. He taps the spike to bait Devi in, and then dashes away. An incredible play.
Another heavy group up, one away from the Blade Storm. The orb being the goal, but Trailblazer broken. There's no punish in sight. They've given Forsaken easy access to it, so he's got the knives online.
Here.
Everyone on EDG grouped up towards A here. Once more, these are the kind of setups that they were doing. And Devi's taking all of mid control.
Updraft, flash over the top as well. Enemy AC 130 seeking for the target. Not going to be getting it. Has to dash away and disengage it. Again, there's a refresher onto the knives and a fight. It's running and gunning. It's pure spray downs occurring. Straight towards ramp already. Heaven control has been given up.
Look at Devi. He already pushed out mid in the beginning of the round, and now he's already here.
Deep pushes on deep pushes. Devi got the backside of the angle. They've given up heaven control. They've got them exactly where they want them. He spots it out, and there's the first. Will he get a second? He will indeed. Wider with the face still. It's up to Smoggy. Chance to capitalize, and still double-faced with the stingers. They make
over towards A and not pushing quickly. I really don't know what's going through EDG's head when they make game plans like this, but Paper X perfectly countering it. I mean, this.
No info off the flash. Rodong ends up dodging it. This could pay dividends big time. Works himself up onto a closer angle. Forsaken. He's just aiming up close here, the reposition as well. Yep, there it is. Not expecting a Howdong was already pushed up, but it is answered back as well from that attempt to take a bit of heaven control.
Where's CGRS going?
What are you doing here?
You have Trailblazer, man.
Trailblazer up close. Oh, he doesn't expect it. This player's right in front of him. They're stunned up with the stingers. They still claim the kill. Jing, he's going to be pushing, taking a timing of his own. Smoke up. Mindfreak, he needs help right here, and he needs it now. A bit of backup. Wouldn't go amiss. Where is his team? Close to the corner. Nobody. He's finding that one. Still Mindfreak dodging, juking. Util sent flying. Another Trailblazer being used and another flank attempt. It's an absolute nightmare for the observers to be catching most of this one because there is action all over the bloody map. Snakebite denying that one plan. Will not get off in time. It's a 1v2 to Vibe. Surely not to do it again. Finds the first, and Chichu's low enough that, again, it's a single bullet that will make its mark and win the round out.
30 seconds left.
Buys the time once more. Spike in the hands of Chichu. He knows that pressure is on them. The spike has not been planted, and it's beautiful movement.
Nerves and pressure. That, to me, is the big story of this game so far, because both teams playing their anti-eco rounds dreadfully. CGRS, though, I think you can give more leeway to, because he's not nicely with the kill on the offer.
Hello, Paper X. Oh, welcome to the party. It's Jing, the showstopper, immediately getting a kill. There's the reward. Seeking to answer back, it's Kang. No one's watching the smoke. Kang's just able to walk up onto it. So 4 versus 4, smoke's fading away. At the choke point, Devi thinks there might be something more towards this, so why it was utilized to try and push them back. out in the open. Nobody's just swinging wide. There was nothing to try and block that gap as well. This entire game is devolving into chaos.
So many mistakes on either side. EDG are really struggling to slow the pace down, but Shishu just manages to squeak his way out. Yeah, nobody getting caught there because Shishu hadn't activated his Viper wall. It feels like exactly what the coach was talking about, getting drawn into that frantic pace. But right now, Haodong's found himself, sniffed himself out an opening. Does he call for the rotate, or is he trying to drag players over?
At this point, I mean, mate, there's 37 seconds left.
They could get to A.
If they really run.
I think that's what Haodong's telling them to do.
30 seconds
Going
left.
through sewers seems like a
Yeah,
really risky decision for Kankang to be making.
I'm really confused. I mean, Kankang's going to be potentially playing as a late lurk while this comes through.
A
Haodong
late
doesn't
lurk
have
in a
backside.
3v4?
Yeah, Haodong does not have backside control.
Things are getting messy over here.
Yeah, it's
and
falling to
Paper
pieces.
Rex is capitalizing.
10
It's
seconds left.
crazy, Brent. It really is. Because we're talking about this like EDG are fumbling the bag right now. They're still going to be up 6-5, but it's because they won those 4 rounds in a row early on. You know, taking away the advantage. The game plan has just been a bit of a disaster from them. I suppose they won a thrifty in the midst of all of that too. But my word, whoever comes out of this match will have scars.
Class representatives available, and they're not even up to full strength. Here's a Cosmic Divide, though. Flashes. Sent flying. Birds careening. Trailblazer leading the charge as well, carving up a portion of it. Here's an updraft. Now finally the dash.
Does he check
Sancho,
Jing?
he's super boosted up in the air, man! Smokey, he finds his 2. Jing also answered, though, initially. It's a 3v3, another dash online. Judge in his hand.
Spike planted.
Plan for a safe default position. They don't have control of any other area of the map. They're all playing towards the back of the site here. That's quite poor for EDG. They're going to have to make a play, I think, to try and offset that. Smoked across. Trailblazer clears through. Still worried about a potential of that late lurk as well, but now you start to see it. The time to strike is nigh. Paper X. Flash round the side. CGRS with no more retail available. That's a Judge up close, though, and he's handed over a gun, I believe. Spray transfers, CGRS pulling out miracles for them.
And he's so happy about that performance. Ridiculous situation to find himself in. So both CGRS and Divide managing to win essentially 1v3s, although it really is on EDG. And I would agree with you, Intu. They do look a little stressed in terms of how they play and potentially how they are on the stage too.
There's a dog lay claim to an area of the map here towards Heaven. Already a dash forwards. That's a stun caught into the side. Smoggy, Smoke to dissipate as well to try and evade capture, but no, it's Forsaken once more. 2 kills for him in the round. Exchange the weaponry, pick up a gun, a bit of an upgrade for CGRS and an attempt to punish through the smoke. Jing just pushing right into their spawn. I mean, listen, it's boundless. The level of energy that Paper X have got coming into this game, not a care in the world. They want to go for it again. Fully healed up. CGRS right behind him, and
First half, very dangerous. But this team looks so loose in a good way with how they're playing. They're missing a little. He will have to wake up for EDG to be able to pull through. He's got to be Mr. Consistent, as he usually is.
4 players stacked up. Will Paper X slow it down? Not likely. They're on their way in. Potential. There was always danger in it, but Forsaken. Oh, he cleans it up. Teammates at his back. Following up with a crossfire. Exchange of it as well, having a foresight to build up the ultimates.
So now Forsaken just needs 1 more or a death, and he's got his Blade Storm online for potentially an all-important bonus round. These kind of situations must feel so rough for the EDG players, for Kankang. Dangerous than it might first appear.
All from those old orbs that were earned prior. Waited out towards the beginning. Couple of seconds. Let the round settle a little bit before you rush into anything, but they've already grouped up towards B main. There's going to be a flash and a dash play. It's active. There it is forwards. Disrespect being showcased, but, well, with the updraft halving, Haodong, he knows where to spray it forwards. He's pushed all the way up deep as well, looking for the counter spam. He's got his team to hold it down. Alongside him with the rifle spam.
Haodong bloomed a flash there that caught the smoke and then backed up and anticipated Forsaken's pathing perfectly.
Left to salvage the roundup, but unaware of really the positioning. Kankang, he's turning up.
That is going to get the confidence flowing.
We've been talking about how important that was. Being that big game player for them.
Every game player for them.
Exactly. And we've got to see the signs of life. And that confidence back so damn important. Here he is. Wants to find the kill onto Mindfreak. Well, denied. Crouch peek though at the off angle.
As to Kankang's confidence levels, it's not just about how he's feeling, but also the economy state. Because like I was talking about earlier, they op about 46% of the time.
Paperx again going for the satchel play. It's cute, straight up towards Ramp. With a pull on top of it, stuns as well. Nade using to counteract all that aggression. Lovely punish from EDG.
Very good bucket loads of defensive utility there to stop Paperx from taking a ramp control. And that's the two heads of the snake chopped straight off. I was going to say double-tipped spear, but I'm not really sure what that would be. I was trying to visualize the weapon that don't know, that doesn't make too sense
at some point in time.
It's like a pitchfork, though, isn't it? That doesn't strike too much fear into people coming at them with a pitchfork. It would me.
If you know your French history, Josh, you might not be saying that, but...
I mean, if the French were coming at me with pitchforks, I'd know I'd done something wrong.
What era are we talking about here? I'm not going to get into a history lesson. I'm making a fool of myself.
This is a tough round for Paperx to try and turn. Usually it's Forsaken and Jing that are the playmakers in these kind of situations.
Yeah, it's just contact plays, hoping that somebody will open themselves up for an easy
30
kill.
seconds left.
Kankang in mid, grouped up. There is that lurk timing here from Mindfreak, so he's evaded that sight line, and well, he has gotten past Kankang. Does he seek to clear it? No.
Wow.
So Mindfreak,
but there's only 15 seconds.
In. Yeah, do they really still want to make a play here? I think they need a pick to do anything. This is just...
What a weird safe position.
It's absurd, isn't it? Yeah, I mean... Okay, cleared hard. Oh, hoping to take the rifle out from Devi. Up, down, up, down.
That's not... I think that's even more incentive for him to just pick up an operator that one of his teammates drops. They've definitely got the potential for that if they want to go for it. Something we haven't mentioned that's really different on their defense side. They have Chishu hard anchor A, which is not how Vipers usually play these setups. The Vipers normally in mid.
Open himself up though. There's an aim duel that Kankang is happy to take. He's already found the first one. Dog stun connecting. Forsaken, they are trying to leap right onto him. Ult's offloaded, rocket to the side. Body splattered against the wall. EDG, they found the footing. The confidence is back in spades.
And the disrespect too to follow. This is what you gotta see for EDG to win. They need Kankang to be putting up performances.
High ground position, that is just fantastic. Actually spiraling out of control, and they lost that heavy lead that EDG were able to get. This is an important beginning. No real semblance towards mid. Flash connects. Bit of information gathered. Looks like a bit of early utility as well pumped into B to try and force rotations and an immediate, fast wraparound to regroup over towards A.
With how fast Paperx usually are on their execs, they're a really quick team. EDG are pretty confident that utility means they're going B. And this is where Paperx look really nice, changing the pace up. They'll throw fast round after fast round and then hit you with this, a bit of a bait.
Yeah, slower beginning. Dog forwards, baits out that nade. Kankang repositions close to the choke point. Flash does not connect. They want to take up control of A heaven. Bit of a lurk. Smoke's eventually fading, so clears it up for them to try and get themselves into these positions. They've all crossed, but there is awareness for EDG. You can see that in the way that Howdong's playing his positioning. Tucked at a very slight off angle. He's seeking to, again, contain this aggression. He's aware of it, and he's isolated 2 of the fights, make it 3! This IGL for EDG has been absolutely phenomenal. In terms of the reads, his individual play, the sole difference maker in so many rounds.
It's like a weaponry graveyard over there, isn't it? With the spike on top to boot. You're so right. Howdong's got a great understanding of where Paperx like to push around the map. He's not even holding the main angle there on the door. He's holding an off angle for if they decide to go A heaven to B, which try those kind of plays fairly often. And here's where you see the advantage of holding off angles against a team that likes to contact. You know, you don't always have to do rifles here. CGRS and Divide could be difficult.
No players in sight from the deep flash. Here's a boombot. It is the half by, I feel like, still that danger with Paper Rex. Stun, here's a dash on top of the box. Nobody spamming. Position is forced. Here's a Stinger fight. Won it out, but spam through the new box. Easy enough angle, nobody. It's granted and gifted it. Still, it's come down to a 2 versus 2. In the midst of all of that, Divide with a late load through B main, I believe. Here's a Cosmic Divide also online. This is going to make it quite difficult to get through now if you are EDG, but the spike's still not planted.
Kankang's looking for a lurk in mid here. Thought he was going to use the nade to try and deny something like that from happening. They could have heard the plant going down.
Giving them easy access to heaven, dropping down. It's a high-low. Chichu holding that util, snake bite, careening across, knows it, isolates it. There's a fight there from Kankang, wide swing, but Chichu brings down his opposition. It's left to the 1v1. Mind Freak. There's no swing in sight. Time running so damn low here. Chichu just chooses to contact all the way.
One that completely halts the bad string of rounds that Paper Rex were allowed, or allowing rather, to get against them. Paper Rex
to offset the balance as well from that round that was just gained up close. Double satchel, cuts his way across. He's not allowed a clean fight. Spam to try and cover. And Kankang did reposition the satchel movement in mid. That's being explored. And Divide, he's taken out early. EDG. What a thing to throw into the mix, but well, Kankang just opened himself up a little bit too wide there, onto the heaven angle. Forsaken gets in, and now there's a rocket in his hands, laid down. And that covering fire, explosives towards elbow, fight taken up close again. It's being traded out still, it's all up to nobody, and he's been swung right into. 1 versus 1. CGRS versus nobody. 6 bullets. Reload up top. Dog still available. This reposition is everything. CGRS. No way, man. No way at all. Another tap. Baits it. Yep. That's it. Nobody. That is
heaven. So from CGRS's point of view, that completely sells it. Nobody is such a swingy player.
How far can they take it? Well, for now, setting the sight lines on closing out this map and bringing it to map number 3, but it's Forsaken again with the knives. Don't want to count this guy out. Again, it's such a similar play from Paper Rex. The dog leading the charge, clearing all these corners. Smoke as well. Smoky wants to take the timing out of it. He was eager, potentially there to try and take that fight, but wide out in the open. CGRS was just holding out the util towards the back. Howdong in and out of the smoke. Smoky still alive here. Spike was dropped down, claims the kill on the rope. It's all up to Mind Freak. In a 1v4, Kankang with the art, of course he's on it. On.
Here's Smoggy finding that time in the big gap in the spacing between CGRS and the duelists. Step away, 1 round from being able to drag us to Lotus. And yet, I still feel like Paper Rex might be able to grab 3 in a row here. We've seen so many times these teams go on mad streaks, including obviously the 7 rounds in a row or whatever it was on Fracture. 8 rounds in a row even.
Mantle of responsibility is going to be settling on Kankang's shoulders. He's the sole player on this A site. With the smoke up, he thinks that the player could have crossed up into heaven. Trailblazer around the back, clears through most of it. Satchel taking up ramp, updraft, dash play. All over the place, Kankang. It's not certain as to where these players may have landed, because that's up top into heaven as well. It's again, an attempt to converge and collide themselves into it. A jump spot to bait out these shots, dropping down as well. They need to punish Kankang. They're swinging wide into him, layering it down these shots. Chichu with the rifle still. Sprays it through, but ran out of bullets in the end. Enough to claim 2 of these kills. Knives, backs away. Smoggy, he's low. 35 health. The Viper's pit is there in their hands. It could still be winnable, but no. Taken out. The pit falls. Mind Freak left to do the most, and he cannot do it. 13-9 will be that scoreline. EDG